My name is Alex Alvarez, or Alejandro Alvarez.
Alejandro, how long have you lived here in Louisville?
So I've lived in Louisville twice. So I've been, my most recent time now, I've been here for a little bit over 3 years, but I got here in 2007 and I was here for a year and a half before moving to Mexico for work and then coming back.
Where do you come from?
I'm originally from Panama, a small town in Panama called David.
And what do you do for work here in Louisville?
So I work for Brown-Forman. Brown-Forman is a company that makes alcohol beverage here in Louisville and across the world, and I lead production globally for Brown-Forman.
Okay. How would you say your cultural background helps you in your line of work?
For me, being Latino and my cultural background is very, very important. Brown-Forman is a global company. I'm managing across different countries and different cultures. So for me, two big things. One is Mexico, it reports to me, and being able to work in the Latino culture, be able to speak Spanish and relate to my partners in Mexico is really important. But also having Latino culture as my culture gives me an additional perspective and context. So when I'm working across cultures in the world, it's much easier for me to relate, to understand, and to be able to get along.
How would you describe the Latino community here in Louisville?
It's an interesting community. So I have my small Latino community here in Brown-Forman. We hang out, and most people that are coming from other organizations where Brown-Forman has operations. But also the rest of the community, I see it as a community that is not very united, it's not very unified. I think that there's a lot of opportunity for us to be able to work together, to be able to get together and try to improve the lives of the Latinos here in Louisville. And I don't think at the moment, I haven't experienced that. And it's something that we need to do better.
How do you hope to see the Latino community in Louisville 10 years from now?
That's a great question, because for me, I think we have a great opportunity here in Louisville. We have a lot of recent Latino immigrants that are getting here and are trying to settle into the community and are having a very hard time either finding jobs or being able to bring their families and be successful here in Louisville. So I see the Latino community 10 years from now being able to support the people that are coming in for them to be successful. I also see 10 years from now the Latino community being able to work together so that we can get someone as an elected official to be able to represent us in Louisville, be it a federal, be it a state, be it a local government. But I think it's really important because we need to have a voice in the local government because the decisions that the government makes impacts us on a daily basis.
Okay. What do you like the most about Louisville?
I love Louisville, and we've been here twice, and it's a great place to grow a family, I'm going to call it. So I brought my kids here, and it's a very safe community where people have accepted us, and I believe as a family we've been successful. I love the arts, the Kentucky Center for the Arts, Actors Theater, the small local theaters, the music that comes to Louisville. It's also something very, very important, and also the food, the diversity of the restaurants, the local cuisine is just great. So for me, that makes it a very special place to be.
And last, what does it mean for you to be a Latino living in the U.S.?
So for me, the fact that I'm Latino, whether I live in the U.S. or not, means familia, means family, means that to me, being Latino and having that cultural background gives me the opportunity to build strong bonds with other people where we can relate, we can support each other. And for me, being a Latino in the U.S. just gives me the opportunity to bring that bond with other Latinos or with Americans, it doesn't matter, with other people. It's just making sure that we're building a familia within the local community. The other part of being a Latino in the U.S. For me is also important is because I am very proud of being a Latino. I think that being a Latino gives me a competitive advantage because it gives me a second culture where I can bring context and I can bring additional value to the discussion that we have in business, to the discussion that we have in the community. And I think that there's nothing to be ashamed of. I think that the Latino background, it's a plus versus a minus. And for me, I'm very proud of being Latino, and I think that being Latino in the U.S. and being proud of it, it's helping me be successful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.